There's nothing more powerful than a made up mind. In fact, the human mind is the most powerful weapon a person could ever possess. Life can be tough, and from time to time, we all face significant challenges. But in those moments, our attitude and the strength of our mind decide whether we rise or fall. The fact is, you can't control everything that goes on, but you can control how you react to it. And that's your greatest superpower. Hi everyone, I'm Savanna and this is Mental Mondays with Savanna, a motivating, mental cleansing, and energy boosting podcast. I focus on how one can improve their mental health while helping you build a better mindset, better habits, and a better life for yourself. I'm a 15-year-old CEO, a passionate storyteller, and an optimistic dreamer who views the world through a different set of lenses. I came on here to share that unique view with you. My biggest hope is that my videos ignite a spark in you to seek your highest potential and so that you can live a life without limits. Let's dive into it. Hey y'all, we are back with Mental Mondays with Savanna, episode 11. Thank you so much for tuning in and for supporting this channel as we continue to build our mindset, and we're all on this learning path, discovering new things, and using that information to live a full and positive life. Now, talking about building our mindset, this week we're going to specifically focus on that topic. So, this week's theme is all about feeding your mind, and then your doubts will starve to death. So, basically, bombard your brain with brilliance. Now, mind power and intelligence is one of the strongest and most useful powers that you possess. This power, together with your imagination, can create success or failure, happiness or unhappiness, obstacles or opportunities. However, it all depends on your mindset. Your thoughts are the main ingredient for this power. And then when you add them to focus and emotions, thoughts can become powerful and can affect your reality. The thoughts that pass through your mind are responsible for almost everything that happens in your life. Now, not all thoughts are equal. Stray ones that you think about once or twice can't really do much, but your predominant thoughts, the ones that you repeat often, influence your behavior and your attitude and affect your reactions and actions, shaping your reality every single day. As your thoughts are, so is your life. Weak thoughts hardly have any effect, but powerful thoughts can create great changes. Basically, mind power is composed of your attention, your mental images, and your thoughts. In reality, thoughts are simply just energy. Although they can be subtle and invisible, they affect reality in a big way. Think about thoughts like the wind. The wind is also invisible, but it can be very powerful and transformative in a positive way and in a negative way. The same goes for your mind, your thoughts, and your habits. When I was younger, now I don't like to admit it, but I was scared and I was a big complainer. I would lack self confidence and I practiced helplessness by making excuses often. Excuses and not taking responsibility for my life just kept me stuck. Now, I learned the definition of personal responsibility through the ups and downs in life. And it is not blaming others or making excuses or complaining. Now, the good thing is, you can be responsible at any point in time of your life. At any point in time, you can always start to say, okay, I'm going to start to be responsible with my life. It's not something that comes with age. It's the day that you start believing in yourself. And my parents really taught me that there's nothing more powerful than a made up mind. In fact, The human mind is the most powerful weapon a person could ever possess. Life can be tough, and from time to time, we all face significant challenges. But in those moments, our attitude and our strength of our mind decide whether we fall or we rise. The fact is, you can't control everything that goes on, but you can control how you react to it. And that's your greatest superpower. Through experiences, I know this to be true. You'll always be exposed to changes and challenges, and you always have two opportunities and two routes that you can take. You can always take the easy route and complain about your life and how miserable you are. Or you can be optimistic and give your all while doing your best to sustain a strong attitude. Now, I've been through both, and I can let you know right now that you literally have nothing to lose by being optimistic and using the power of your thoughts. Yet, you have everything to win. There was a quote that once stated, "It won't get easier, but you will get stronger through the trials and the temptations of life." If you honestly want to transform your life, you need to change the way you think and talk to yourself. You need to believe that you can have it all and prove it to yourself every single day. Instead of feeling sorry for yourself, start empowering yourself. Feed your mind with positive thoughts and empowering messages with inspiration and have inspirational people around you. The thing with successful people, and one of the secrets behind their success, is that they create their own reality, wisely using the power of their brain to create the outcomes that they want in life. They truly believe that they can achieve anything they set their mind to. Now, it's not like they just think what they want their future to be like and then it just happens. They actually work towards that. But first, it starts with the power of your mind and believing that what you want can come true in your future. So instead of worrying about their current circumstances or any external factors, they believe in themselves. They speak only what they want in life and feed their mind with positive information, positive news every single day. And they're constantly surrounded by inspirational people. And that's how they're able to attract amazing experiences throughout life. So, how can we unleash the full power of our mind to not only live to your fullest potential, but use it in everything we do? How can we believe in ourselves and start to take control of our lives and the actions that take place so that we can positively transform our lives? Simply put, how can we unlock our greatest mind power? Modern science is teaching us that the brain is not static. It changes every single day, and you can be the one directing that change. So, the first step that you need to do before anything else is to sharpen your brain, aka bombard your brain with brilliance. The popular saying is that we only use 10% of our brain potential every single day. What if we only use 10% of our legs or 10% of our arms every day? We would be very stagnant and we wouldn't be able to do all these different activities we need to do effectively. The fact is, the brain is also a muscle and it also requires regular exercise. But the exciting thing about it is that you don't have to be a millionaire to boost your brain power, and you don't need to go back to school or invest in super expensive technology to sharpen this muscle. All you need to do is invest a bit of time every single day in order to consistently train the brain. So, in order to do that, we need to first sharpen our brain with new information every single day. Read books and listen to inspirational messages. Currently, right now, I'm reading The 5 Levels of Leadership, and I also encourage listening for everyone out there to listen to people like Oprah, Les Brown, Dr. Miles Monroe, Jim Rohn, Lovey Jones, my podcast, And all these speakers, they discuss different topics from different point of views and different perspectives. So not only is it a great break from all the negativity that you often hear, but it helps boost your morale and gain new information about things you would have never known. Earl Nightingale once said that whatever we plant into our subconscious mind and nourish with repetition and emotion will one day become a reality. But it's not enough to read new information and watch inspiring messages. You also need to continue to build your self-confidence up as well. This episode is about feeding your mind so your doubts will starve to death, not feeding both your mind and your doubts. So in order to do that, build up your self-esteem. And you can do that by finding that confidence internally, not externally. If you find it externally, it won't last as long as if you found it internally, then you really have a purpose to keep on going. You have a true purpose to keep on going. So you need to use words that will evoke strength and success. Try filling your thoughts with words that make you feel strong and happy and in control of your life. And make a concentrated effort to focus on these words rather than the ones that make you feel like you're failing. Also, make sure to practice positive affirmation. One of the most popular positive thinking exercises is positive affirmation. This means that you constantly repeat a positive phrase to yourself on a regular basis, like, I deserve to be happy, or I'm worthy of love. Believing in these things are true, and reminding yourself of it can help you give a more positive outlook on life. Also, make sure that you direct your thoughts. Now, this technique is often used by psychotherapists and can help you control your thoughts whenever you feel down or anxious or worried. So, create a happy thought, a positive image, or give yourself positive feedback to keep the bad feelings in check. Also, make sure to believe that you can succeed. There's nothing like believing in yourself to create a successful reality. Give yourself the benefit of the doubt and believe that you will succeed in fulfilling your goals. Also, make sure you analyze what went wrong, because thinking positively doesn't mean denying that there is anything wrong. Instead, give yourself some time to think about the things that led up to your current situation, perhaps if you're feeling down or if you failed in a specific area, so that you can avoid future mistakes and look toward a more positive tomorrow. Also, make sure to give yourself credit, because often when we're feeling frustrated or upset, we only concentrate on the bad things or the mistakes we've made instead of giving ourselves credit for what we do right. Allow yourself to feel confident about the things you have accomplished, even if you've messed up in different areas. And learn to forgive yourself while you're at it, because constantly beating yourself up about the things that have gone wrong won't change them. Tell yourself that you're forgiven for your mistakes and allow yourself to move on and learn from the past. The past is behind you, and no matter how badly things went, there's nothing you can do to change them. So whenever you feel negative thoughts about the past or you start doubting yourself again, replace them with positive thoughts about the future and watch these inspirational messages in order to rise above from your mistake. So that was the first tip, which is sharpen up your brain and bombard your brain with brilliance. Now, the second tip is to put yourself in challenging and new situations. You gain confidence by overcoming challenges and situations. But when you fail to put yourself in these new situations because you assume the outcome won't be positive, you will be unable to grow. And that's when you just died. Instead, create a list of exciting challenges that you can overcome. They can be exploring a foreign city or enrolling in a challenging business course at your local university. Even volunteering to help with a new project at the office can provide a challenging situation that can help grow your mind and grow your spirit as well. I love Miss Lovey's TED Talk, Get Comfortable with Being Uncomfortable, because she talked about how she challenged herself to explore different areas because things that she never felt comfortable in, like skydiving and deep sea diving. And she was able to grow from that experience. And if you think about it, that's the only way we can grow. Athletes grow by constantly pushing themselves outside of what they're currently capable of. They push themselves to the extra mile, and that's how they can discover new talents, new sets of skills. Also, remember that whatever challenge you select, be sure that it's something that interests you, or it'll be very difficult to continue and stay focused on this path. Now, the third tip I have is to avoid stagnation. If you feel as though you aren't learning new things in your life, it's time to change it up. So we need to avoid stagnation in order to grow. And this really goes with the last tip, because you need to push yourself outside the box. If you feel like you're stuck, you don't know what to do, and you're just doing the same thing over and over again, that's not growing your mind. And you aren't able to explore new things. So make sure you get out there and explore those different things, because by overcoming that adversity, you'll begin to develop faith in yourself. So establish morning routines and build a network of talented colleagues and mentors in order to avoid the stagnation and achieve moments that you can be proud of. And now the last and final tip, but definitely not the least, is to treat your body properly. Now, you guys might be confused as to why I added this here, but it is extremely important for your brain power. So that includes eating a healthy diet, because, our diets have a massive impact upon our brain function. The brain intakes more than 20% of all the oxygen and nutrients that we consume. So it's important to remember to feed your brain all the good stuff. So that's fresh fruits, fresh vegetables, and an abundance of omega-3 oils, which is found in fish. Also, make sure to get plenty of sleep. Now, this is a habit I'm still working on, but it's very important. Now, sleep is similar to a mini detox for your brain. It's when the body regenerates cells and also removes all the toxins and all the negative thoughts as well. So experts say that we should go to bed between 9 p.m. to 12 a.m. to really benefit from the most efficient hours of sleep. So make sure you treat your body well in order to treat your brain well. Quote of the day time. This quote says, "The mind is a powerful force. It can enslave us or empower us. It can plunge us into the depths of misery or take us to the heights of ecstasy. Learn to use that power wisely." End quote. Now, this is from Unknown, but it's a really powerful quote, and I wanted to share it all with you. So, Steve Richards once said, "You are essentially who you create yourself to be. All that occurs in your life is the result of your own making. So you deserve to live your best life. But you can only do that by feeding your mind so your doubts can starve to death." You can do that by 1, sharpening your brain up and listening to motivational messages, tapes, books, podcasts, and continue to build your morale up, aka bombard your brain with brilliance. The second tip I have is to put yourself in challenging new situations. Number 3 is to avoid stagnation. And 4 is to treat your body properly. I hope this inspired you to bombard your brain with brilliance so you go out there and to use the full potential of your brain power. Thanks so much for listening, and I'll see you all next week. Thank you so much for tuning in. You just listened to Mental Mondays with Savanna. Make sure you click the subscribe button to receive more positivity every Monday and join the fam. Thanks again for listening, and I'll see you next week.